What God cannot do does not exist. My name is Adironke. Joined Nsppd 2020 in the month of October. Prior to that time, I would just see 3 people when I go through my YouTube, and I'm like, who are these people? But the day I decided to open, I was glued to it. The pressing need I had at that time was my 2-year-old son who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. As at that time, he wasn't walking, he wasn't talking, he was drooling. His hands were stiff, he couldn't hold anything. Oh, Pastor Joy, fast forward into the year 2022, to the year 2021. By November, you always pray for children with slow development. Yes, you do. And each time you do, I'll commit my son. But then I listened to a testimony of a woman that always put the phone in between the legs of the son, and the miracle happened. And that particular day, I put it, and by that Friday in that November, when after putting it, and end of service, I was just in the parlor when we heard footsteps were like, who could be walking there? We raised the curtain and it was my son. My son got up from the bed, which is very difficult at times for him to do, removed the mosquito net, got down from the bed and walked to the parlor to meet us. I was rolling on the floor, and ever since then, it has been one progress or the other. He now runs, he plays football, he's talking, we can converse. You could ask him questions. I put him in school, It was such a huge relief, Pastor Jerry. Suddenly I developed stomach pain. From there, it became appendix that ruptured. It was terrible. I was wheeled, I was operated, but then I had pus, my intestine, pus in my abdomen. Pastor Jerry, those were the worst days of my life. And I was there. I still kept joining. I waited to hear good news from my doctors. My blood was bad because infection from the ruptured appendix, from the pus. It was horrible. I have pipes, 2, one in my abdomen, one at my back, draining out pus. But what we did, we gave a word. We said pus in the intestine be reversed.
Any pus in your intestine, any pus in your intestine, any pus in your intestine. If you are the one putting on the last I decree, let it be reversed by fire. Let it be reversed by fire.
2 days later, it dried up and it was removed, and eventually the one in front. And on the 22nd of December, I was discharged from the hospital. Pastor Jerry, I need to give this testimony. I don't want to owe God. He deserves all the glory. He deserves all the honor. Pastor Jerry, thank you. Thank you for being a problem solver to us. Thank you for that faith that you build up in us. There were a lot of obstacles. You would always say, may that good news not turn bad. It was almost going to that for me. May the oil on your head never run dry, Pastor Jerry. God bless you all for this great sacrifice. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. My son is well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you and thank you.